Okay, I'm gonna double your income right now. And this will work. If you're not at 8 figures and you wanna see how to get your company to 6, 7 figures, I'm your guy. And dude, you won't have imposter syndrome when you're talking to that group of people. Dude, the reason you're divorced, I guarantee you, is your fault. The best rule of leadership of all time. So you're wondering, who should you invest with, Grant Cardone or Patrick Carroll? You guys are watching live the taping of the new call-in show.
How you doing? This is Daniel Ocampo from Colombia. How you doing, Mr. The Real Bradley?
Que pasa, wey? The story, we just want the question. What question you got?
The question is, give me the 5 best, not reasons, but what are you looking for in a woman, the right woman? Because I know the woman is the foundation of a success man. So what are you looking for a woman? 5 things.
Okay, what do I look for in a woman? Well, again, all I'm gonna do right now is describe my wife. Why? Well, because I've already got that woman, but what I would advise people to look for in women is, number 1, loyalty. Okay, a little scandalous woman or a drama woman is going to cause all kinds of drama. And most people don't have business problems and money problems. They got personal problems that carry into those things. So the first thing you want to do is find a loyal woman. Why? Well, because dude, that gives you serenity and peace of mind. And then with that serenity and peace of mind, you're able now to understand that nobody can like freaking interrupt that connection and that partnership. And now you got someone watching your 6 that you can trust. So trust and loyalty, you follow me?
I follow you.
Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, dude, I prefer one with a sweet ass. In other words, like they got to be into a little bit of fitness. Why? Because I got to be turned on when I see them. I don't want to see some, unhealthy, sickly, female or, partner. So I would expect her to be into fitness. Like, in other words, she can't be out of shape. She needs to have a killer body. Mm-hmm. She can be, a diamond in the rough, meaning, hey, she used to be a little bit heavier, but now she's gotten in shape and she's, discovered fitness and she's consistent and she's disciplined and she's like freaking seriously, wanting to get in and stay in shape. Why? Because guys, if you find a girl that freaking, you fall in love with when she's hot, and then the next thing you know, she lets herself go, dude, you're not in the same marriage. Now you're not attracted to her. You're not attracted to her. Next thing you know, you start wandering, you start cheating, and your relationship's over. Why? Because you didn't freaking, basically say that that's a deal breaker. You need to be in shape. But that goes back for you too. Some dudes get married, they get fat too. So at the end of the day, both people should be looking to get in shape, but that's beside the point. You asked me about what I look for in a female. So I would look for a female that was, not unhealthy, let's just say. Yeah. And then number 3, dude, or that's what number 1 is, loyalty. Number 2 is, she's got a killer body. She's attractive, Number 3 is she's intelligent and she's kind, right? I don't want some mean ass, trifling bitch. I want someone sweet and kind and wanting to help people instinctually. Like, sweet, kind, an actual person that's kind. Okay, number 4, and I'm making these up on the spot as I'm thinking through them, but because what would I say about my wife? Well, all of these would be true. And then number 4, I would want to make sure that she fully understands where I'm going and wants to go the same place. If she doesn't want to go the same place as I do, I either have to change the destination that I desire or convince her to want to go there. But if she doesn't want to go there, that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to look for someone who also wants to be, ending up where I'm wanting to end up. So aligned on goals and vision, right? And then fifth, and again, not necessarily in this order, I'd want someone that is not insecure and is completely, she's just not insecure. I'd look for one that's confident and has extreme self-worth. Those are the 5, my brother. Those are the 5. So again, dude, these are good questions, my man. Go ahead and go ahead and find yourself a gem.
So I got this project I'm working on, and I need to get in touch with high net worth individuals, people that have a lot of experience in their area of expertise, whether that's real estate, sales, or whatever field they're in. And I just wanted some advice on, like, how do you get in touch with these people that are, typically hard to get in touch with?
Well, dude, listen, if you're trying to get a hold of high net worth individuals, that means that they're probably successful. Where do successful people hang out? What do successful people do?
Yeah. So at your country clubs or...
Exactly. You said country clubs, right? There's one. What else? People who own Lamborghini, people who own Ferrari, again, slight indication they might have a little money. But again, you want to target where they go, what they read, and where they frequent. And again, I could tell you a bunch of places I go, and other high net worth individuals are there too. But you already named a couple of them. Nice hotels, Four Seasons, Ritz, first class, private charters. Oh, by the way, here's a really good one. If you want to hang out with high net worth individuals, start getting invited to and participating in fundraisers. Like, $1,000 dinners, go volunteer, go freaking donate, get involved in charities. A lot of high net worth individuals, believe it or not, are behind these charities.
Yeah, so just wanted to get your advice on raising capital for the first time, investors.
Well, my advice would be to hire people like a banker that focuses on raising capital. It's not something you're going to do yourself. It's something that you can enlist people to help you do. If you've never raised capital, my advice is to get people that have raised capital. Are you familiar with where to find people like that?
Well, so that's the thing is I'm looking at, real estate investment properties, multifamily units, and I've got the network around me that I've built through years that have the capital, and it's just about, putting them together to fund the deal.
So, dude, I would strongly advise you to get people who has experience in raising capital. I wouldn't go take some dude's advice with a 2-minute answer. My advice would be get somebody that's done it and knows what they're doing. Now they're gonna charge you some fees and whatnot, but guess what? That's your quickest and best route to raising capital. But if you know friends and family, I mean, dude, that's always what anyone can do right in the beginning. If you've got a killer idea and you're trying to raise capital and you've got some sort of plan in place and you want to go raise some money, start with your friends and family. My friends and family didn't have any money, so I couldn't do that. I've never raised capital for any of my entities. I've never raised capital. So again, I can't sit here and say, oh, here's exactly what you do. But I can tell you that if I were to raise capital right now, I would be enlisting the help of experts who raise capital. So that's my advice.
Whenever you're going for like a cold call, like a cold pitch, what do you feel like is an underrated factor whenever you're doing a cold outreach?
Well, number one, bro, based on what you're asking me, I would say confidence, okay? First you said what's lacking in younger people, and now you're saying something totally different. But the first question is, what are most younger people lacking, I believe? I think they're lacking self-worth. They don't realize that they're worth as much as they're worth, so they're accepting less than they could be getting, and they're contributing less than they could be contributing because of that, their self-worth. Now, your next question was what? What do I think about a pitch?
No, I said, what do you think is an underrated factor? Like if you were doing cold pitches still and just cold outreach and emails and DMs and calls, what do you feel like is an underrated factor that a lot of people don't incorporate whenever they're doing that?
Consistency, thick skin, the lack of fear of rejection.
Okay.
Those are underrated. Dude, listen, I'm talking about hard work. A lot of people, me included, think hard work is like sticks and shovels and digging ditches and hard work. Dude, it's mentally tough to continue to cold outreach when people are rude and they slam the phone in your face. It's hard mentally, but it's actually easy when you compare it to actual hard work. So if you can appreciate the fact that it's not even hard work, it's just mentally challenging, well, then you just have to adjust your mind and you have to realize that you get paid regardless of what the answer is. If you think you only get paid when someone says yes, you're looking at it wrong. How you should look at it is if you call 100 people and 10 of them said yes and 90 said no, you get your paycheck from selling those 10 people and divide it into 100 because that's how many you talk to. So now you'll realize, hey, wait a minute, I don't get 1,000 a sale. I get 100 whether they buy or not. Now, if you knew that you got paid whether they bought or not, how many people would you want to talk to? You got to think.
I see that. Everybody.
Everybody you can, and now you just quadrupled your revenue. Thank me later, big dog. Thanks for calling in. Next caller.
We're a consulting company for contractors, and in April, Facebook went way down as far as quality of leads that we got with the ads that we had. The agency we had hired at that time started running an AI woman talking to the camera. It was absolutely insane. My question for you, where should we be allocating our ad spend to get in front of more contractors?
Dude, that's an unbelievable question, or it's a great question actually, but it's hard to say. And the reason it's hard to say is because you want to invest your advertising dollar wherever it gets returned at the highest rate of return, which is like, well, no kidding, where is that? Well, again, I would have told you Facebook, but if you're saying Facebook's down, I don't think Facebook is down. I think your ad probably got exhausted. Maybe your targeting needs tweaked. Maybe your copy needs tweaked. Maybe your offer needs tweaked. But at the end of the day, Meta, bro, is still an unbelievable place to throw ad dollars. LinkedIn, it depends on what you're doing. Again, like construction workers, I'd be figuring out how to buy data from Linda's or whatever it's called, Angie's List. There's going to be data sources out there that you can purchase the data and literally say, I'm looking for people in this industry making this much money that have this many employees that lease this type of equipment. And literally there's data companies that will give you 10,000 of them in your area. Now, again, depending on your area, but dude, that's called, data set. And then of course, Google, bro. Google, if done correctly, is an unbelievable, place to spend your ad dollars. So again, Google, Meta, and data, and then obviously, the most important thing about that is not where to find them. It's what to say to them and how to structure your offer so it's so damn compelling they have to do it and they'd feel stupid not to. And more importantly, you and your sales team are confident in its value. Makes sense? A lot of people throw together a package, they're not really sold on it themselves, so they can't make it work. Then they blame Meta and they blame their Google Ads sense campaigns, and it's not. It's the offer. It's the lack of confidence in the offer. It's the lack of, perceived value in the offer. It's the sales team. It's something completely different. So I don't know kind of where you're landing with all that, but brother, I hope I just answered your question.
Thank you, Brad. And I just want to acknowledge your patience. Not only seems like some people on your team, but also some of these callers. You're handling it like a champ. Much love, man. Thanks for the insight.
Thanks, buddy. Much love.
Good to hear you. Hey, I'm at a unique spot where interest rates have really taken a lot of work away. But we've been landing some work, and because we've been slow for the last 6 months, we're needing some cash. Wondering if you could point me in what you think would be a good direction that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I can loan you money, but I can tell you how to find out. That's go to realmoneylending.com. Fill out an application. Brother, as long as you got a 550 credit score and you ain't looking for more than $1 million or $2 million, that'll probably be your best bet and your best answer. And if you're qualified, and you don't have to be very big or killer credit or anything to qualify, but if you qualify, I get money in your bank within 48 hours.
I'm doing side work as a sales rep for a company. I've had small success in the last 3 years. I want to really blow this up. Haven't really had that much success like I want to.
Let me walk you through what I'm hearing. Okay, you say you got a side gig doing sales. In the last 3 years, you've had some success.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not succeeding. What did you say after that?
I got a new list of cold calls I'm going to email, but because of the last 3 years, there's only been some success, not as much as I wanted to. Would you keep going, or what would you recommend?
Well, dude, listen. I mean, what is successful to you?
Bringing in a good like $10K a month.
Okay. Well, number one, I would raise your thinking. Okay, you want to be $200,000-$300,000 a year minimum to get out of the rat race. 100 grand's a good start. It's a good goal to start with. Congratulations for thinking, to 120K a year, but you probably should start thinking about 240K because it's the same thing, same amount of effort. So if you're trying to make 240 doing this side gig, how much did you make last year?
Only 2,000.
You made 2,000 all year?
Yeah, all year on the side.
What about the year before?
A couple hundred.
Couple hundred what? Grand?
No, it was a couple hundred.
Dollars?
Yeah.
Dude, how are you saying you found some success when you've made $200?
That was the first year, and the next year, it was 2,000. It's not as much as I wanted.
Dude, tell me this is a prank. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Dude, come on. You already know the answer, brother. If you ain't made 10 grand a month doing what you're doing and there's other people doing it, and that is like, you see other people doing it so you know it's possible and you haven't done it, I'd keep going. Or I'd quit because you ain't very good at all if you only made 2 grand. And you say, hey, I only did it part-time. Understandable, but you got to divide the part-time into the money, meaning, dude, I only did it for 10 minutes and I made 2 grand. Meanwhile, I made 24 grand working 40 hours a week. Well, dude, I would quit the 40 hours a week and start going full-time into this and stop making it a side gig. Let me tell everybody something that's watching this and you that asked the question. You got to be in the position to receive commission, period, point blank. If you are not in a position to receive commission, step one would be to get in that position. If you want to be successful in life financially, you're going to have to frickin' receive commission. You're going to have to sell. You're going to have to frickin' build. You're going to have to literally be in the position to receive commission. So you're already in the position to receive commission. So you're asking me, what should I keep going or try something else? Well, dude, I don't know enough. I don't know enough. You might be wasting your time, meaning you're selling small ticket shit, and then even if you killed it, you're only going to make 20 grand. Well, then, dude, you got to drop what you're selling. It is possible to be selling the wrong shit. But, dude, do you see other people doing what you're doing, making 10 grand a month? Yes or no is the answer. Which one?
Not that I personally know, no.
Oh, have you heard of, are you aware of people that make 10 grand a month doing what you do?
I've heard of.
Okay, so it's possible, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well then if I were you, I would, and that's my goal, I wouldn't give up. I would go figure out exactly what I needed to do that. And the answer would be whatever the person that's doing it is doing. Go do what he's doing or she's doing. And I bet you'll get what they're getting. It's such a low number, 10 grand a month, bro. Like, go do what they're doing to make 10 grand a month. I bet you the same thing happens for you. But sounds like you probably need to pick something else to sell. What do you sell?
That's just software.
But how are you only making $200 in 1 year? How do you only make $200? What do you get paid when you sell the software?
I get a commission, that's all.
I know, but what do you get paid? What percentage?
15%.
Okay, so if you made $200, how much is the software?
When they got going, they only paid like $1,000 to get going, and then they had a little meet and whatnot, and then it just goes off from there. I don't work for them, so I don't really know the ins and outs. I just get them started and then it closes.
Again, I'd get busy or I'd pick something else. Because, dude, your time's valuable, extremely, as a salesperson. Your time's valuable. And if you do the work and your maximum commission is $200, you're not ever going to go anywhere at $200 a commission. You want to sell something where when you sell something, dude, you're getting paid, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000.
Got it. Appreciate it, Brad.
Hey, Brad. So I'm a single mom, just recently single mom of 4 kids, and you've answered my question a little bit on the last call. I was just I'm in sales as well. I do insurance. I was hoping for $100,000. In the month of July, I'm only at 60. And it sounds like, according to your last answer to the last caller, I just need to work harder. But my question was, what do you suggest if I was your sister or whatever? What would you tell me to do to bring more income into my single mom home household?
Well, you're saying you're doing 60 grand a month?
No, not at all. 60 grand a year. My goal was 100. I'm at 60.
Okay, well, again, this will sound simple, but the formula works. You got to trust the process. not question the process, not think, well, no shit or duh. You got to just act like you have no idea and you're just going to go prove me wrong by doing exactly what I tell you to do. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to double your income right now. And this will work. And the only way you'll know if it works is if you do it from now until next year, and then you call me and tell me if it worked or it didn't work, and I'll bet you anything that it will work if you just do what I tell you to do. It just won't sound like rocket science because I simplify shit. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, number one, Christy, you got to figure out what you did, specifically what you did to make the 60,000. How many calls did you make? How many ads did you place? How many people did you talk to? How many events did you go to? How many groups did you comment in? You have to see exactly what you did to make that 60. Step one, Can you do that?
I can.
Okay, once you have all of that figured out, those are called, analytics, by the way. Optics is now what you have. You need to do twice as much as you did before.
Okay.
The phone calls you had, the groups you did, all of those details, you need to do twice as much. That's called do more. You do more than you did last year to make your 60. You want to make your 100, you need to do more. That's all. Do more what? Do more of everything that you identified that you did to make the 60. You need to do more of all of it. Does it make sense so far?
Yes.
Okay, then secondarily, you want to get better at what you're doing. So eventually you'll be doing as much as you possibly can, which is not the case currently. So you'll be doing way more now. And now you want to also get better. And you will get better because you're doing more and you're learning more and you're experiencing more. And it's all going to, ultimately boil up into what's called confidence and experience. And you'll get better naturally. But go out of your way to get better. Practice, drill, rehearse, get good, study, learn, develop, grow. Become a badass, become a machine, understand that this right here, this thing in your head called a brain, that son of a bitch is powerful. And if you feed it every day and you seek knowledge every day to become smarter, better, faster about what you do, what you represent, and the industry you're in, you become more valuable. I guarantee you that's called getting better, by the way. You get better at what you're doing. So far you've done more and you've gotten better, okay? And then third, you scale. You use people and technology to take things off your plate so you have more time to do the things that are making you money. So for example, if you make a call so you can close a deal, hire somebody to make the call. You don't get paid for calling, you get paid for closing. Your time should be focused on what makes you money, and you need to hire out and grow and scale through processes and procedures, what you used to have to do yourself. Does that make sense?
Very much so.
That's called the do more, get better, scale formula. The do more, get better, scale formula. Trust me when I tell you, you do that, you'll probably end up 1 year from now 3 or 4 times what you made last year. You'll be in the $200,000-$300,000 level, and make sure you call back and thank a brother.
Hey, Brad. How are you? I'm well, thank you. So there's been a lot of talk specifically this week, and I'm not sure what happened, about, we all live in this fake world and let's stay authentic and true to who we are. So in a business aspect, how does one remain true to their self and keep their customer base? How do we stand up to the people who judge our lives and who they think we're supposed to be?
Donna, if I played back what you just said to me, you started out with a question and then went into almost a rant, like you're scorned somehow.
Yeah, because how do you build trust with people if you know they're not being authentic and true?
How do you know that they're not being authentic and true?
Because you might know the person on the side and you see who they're portraying publicly.
You mean they're full of shit?
I wouldn't say that.
Hey, again, let me, up. I'm the host, Donna. You got to follow the bouncing ball because I got to get to the bottom of this. Number one, you're saying they're portraying something they're not because you know them, and publicly they're acting like one way, and privately they're totally different. That's called full of shit.
Yes,
Okay, so they're full of shit. I wouldn't be hanging around people that I knew were full of shit.
I agree.
Okay, so now you don't have to worry about people that are full of shit. Next question.
But how do you teach people who live in fear of being themselves because they're so afraid of being judged?
Donna, let me ask you a question. Are you a little bit fearful of other people's opinion of you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so how do you do it?
I just look, my father, I'm Italian, my father raised me, integrity is everything. So I live my life true to myself. And if people don't like who I am, bye-bye, you know. And I don't mean that. I love people, but I don't need to be liked. I don't need to be fake.
Donna,
Yes.
I think you're lying to yourself.
About what?
About what you just said. You're saying you don't care, but you're asking me how do you stay authentic in a world of people who want to do nothing but judge. Like you're angry about being judged.
I'm angry because so many people are afraid, and I don't know how to get the message out to people to just be themselves. You know, don't let other people's opinions.
I got you what you're saying now, but if that's true,
Yeah.
but Donna, if that's true, you're asking me a question so I can help all the people listening that may be afraid?
I'm asking, how do we get that message out? Because I watch you. I think you're real. You've made comments this week.
Donna, listen, I'm trying to get to the essence, and if I'm wrong, you need to clarify. You're asking me this question, not because you want to know, but because you want me to share it with all the poor folks that don't know how to do what you claim you can already do, which is not worry about what everybody thinks about you. So if you already know the question, then you're simply asking the question for everyone else's benefit, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I want you to ask a question for your benefit. What do you want to know?
benefit?
What do you want to know? What's puzzling Donna?
How do you execute? How do you execute your plan? How do you do it?
You don't know how?
No, I struggle.
Okay, well, number one, I think you're struggling because number one, your mindset, meaning you have a limited mindset, you have scarcity-based mindset. You believe, like you said, you're a single mother 3 times. Okay, you think that's some sort of crutch. Now again, yeah, you have a disadvantage of being a single mother, but so what? You're a single mother, so what? That doesn't alienate you, that doesn't eliminate you. I believe that the original question touches you a little bit deeper. In other words, I do think you worry about what other people think, and I think things people have said to you has hurt you over the years, and you do care about what people think. I do think that that's the truth. But you asked the question not necessarily for me to share it with everybody else because you already got it covered. It's because you want to know, how do you just be yourself and screw what everybody else thinks? And that's a great question, and a lot of people are afflicted with that. And let me tell you how I do it. Okay, it's very simple. I like myself. I don't need you to like me and approve me and validate me, because I like me, I approve me, and I validate me. You understand? So again, do I want you to like me? Absolutely. Like sometimes I'm being too rude on here because I want to cut to the chase and get to the damn question, and I'm like, I feel bad. I want people to not get off the phone and think I slammed them or talked down to them. I want people to like me. I just don't care if they don't. And when you say, well, how do you stay authentic in a world full of freaking people judging you? Number one, I give them something to judge, okay? And then I don't care what their judgment is. In other words, most people, they're not even giving you anything to judge. They're keeping their mouth shut and they're staying hidden and they're staying quiet because they're afraid of what everybody might say. Well, I don't give a shit what everybody might say. Matter of fact, I'm kind of interested in what they do say. Like I read all my comments, I read all my shit. Why? I'm interested. Now, I don't let it affect me, which a lot of people will. Sounds like you do a little bit, but you want to pretend that you don't. And so ultimately, Donna, what I would say to you, because I've been spending more time on this call than ever, but I think they're great questions. I think at the end of the day, Donna, You need to frickin' go spend some time figuring out who you are, what you believe, and building your self-worth inside yourself, so you don't need anybody's validation. You don't need anybody's endorsement. If you get it, that's great. Should you want it? Sure, why not? It's fun to be liked and agreed with. But if you find other people don't agree with you, other people don't like you, other people don't like your dress, your outfit, the fact that you decided one way or the other, you don't like it and they don't like it and you don't like that they don't like it, and now you're in some sort of freaking drama. Well, that drama changes your vibration. Your vibration is down here in worry and fear and doubt and anxiety, or it's up here in gratitude, love, happiness, enthusiasm, and excitement. Which sounds better to you? Where do you want your vibration? Because guess what? Your vibration is your frequency, and your frequency attracts like frequency, which means you're basically going to attract more of it. So if you're down here in this worry and doubt and drama and fear and judgment and all this bullshit down here, get it up here to the happiness, the joy, the love, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the frickin' confidence. You want to be up here. So how do you do that? Well, dude, how I do it, I don't know how you do it, but how I do it is I become extremely grateful for things. I shift my perspective from pessimist to optimist. I'm glad that I woke up this morning. I'm glad that I have an audience. I'm glad that we have technology. I'm glad that I have an opportunity to even breathe and experience the day. If it's tough and challenging, I'm optimistic. That's making me stronger. My mindset is that when I have tough challenges, I get excited. I get enthusiastic about the challenge. I love solving the problems. I can't wait to see if I can overcome this. It's strengthening me. Like, my mindset's different than most people's. Most people's is, oh man, can I ever catch a break? Man, this world's a bunch of bullshit. Everybody's judging me. This ain't fair. I'm a single mom. That's not fair. Oh, the frickin' president's an asshole. That's not fair. And my frequency changes and my vibration lowers down here, and I start attracting more of it, and I can't figure out what's the problem. The problem is your frequency. Okay, the problem is your frickin' vibration and your mind ultimately. So fix that mindset, Donna.
Thank you, Brad. You're a rock star. I appreciate it. You hit a spot in me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
You've had some really great answers. I love it. But basically, you like it real simple and straightforward. I just want to know what your plan of attack is every day when you get up. Like, when you get up and hit the ground, your feet hit the ground, what is your plan? Like, what is your plan for the day?
Beautiful. Well, we call that a routine, Kimberly. My routine is I wake up in the morning. Now, I've trained my brain to be extremely grateful for waking up, just simply waking up. I don't need anything to happen during the day for it to be an unbelievable day, because the second I wake up, I'm so damn appreciative of the fact that I get a day. I'm already in a good mood. So I wake up enthusiastic, my energy's up here, my vibration's up here, and I'm ready to rock and roll. The first thing I do, other than being, funny and sarcastic, like, I go take a piss, but the first thing I do when I wake up is I focus on 4 key areas before I do anything. Number 1, I focus on my health, because I believe without your health, you're screwed. So I focus on my health by getting my blood pumping. 30 minutes, I don't care. If I don't have time to go to the gym, I'll run in place. I'll do push-ups. Like, I'm going to get my heart rate moving a little bit, at least for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to focus on my relationships. Why? Because relationships to me are where all the money comes from. It's really what matters in life. If you got on your deathbed, you're not worried about money and shit. You're worried about relationships. So, dude, you got to focus on relationships. So I focus on relationships by texting or messaging 5 people with some sort of freaking outgoing, offer to help or appreciation of some kind. So I'm not the dude that's always calling when I need something. I'm reaching out often to the people I want to build a relationship with. So I focus on relationships by identifying 5 or 10 people that I'm going to reach out to that day. Then I focus on my mind. Why? Because I realize I don't have the right information. If I did, I'd have everything I want in life. So I'm going to read 30 minutes. I'm going to listen to a book. I'm going to listen to some sort of self-development, information to get me thinking and get me moving. I'm going to focus 30 minutes on my mind. Then I'm going to write down 5 things that I need to do today to drive revenue. Why? Because I focus on money. And when you focus on something, it tends to grow and you tend to, find more solutions and more opportunity. So I focus on money. So I wake up in the morning extremely grateful. I go do a little bit of workout. I reach out to some people, strengthen relationships. I go read and make myself a little bit smarter, a little bit more valuable. And then I freaking find out what I'm going to do. I make a little mini plan for the day to generate that cake, that scratch, that moolah. Do I take Sundays off? No. That's what I call the $1 million morning. And the reason I call it the $1 million morning, I call it that for one reason. Because one day I said, hey, if I gave you $1 million, how would you feel? They said, oh, I'd freak out, I'd do this. And I said, well, what if I said you couldn't wake up the next day? They said, well, of course not. Okay, so waking up is worth more than $1 million? Yeah, why don't you act like that? Why don't you act like you got $1 million every damn day? And if $1 million doesn't excite you, then why don't you act like you got $10 million every day? Because quite frankly, I gotta be honest, you couldn't offer me $100 million not to wake up tomorrow. So waking up alone is worth 100 million or 1 billion, or it's priceless to me. I acknowledge it and act like it from the second my eyes open. Gives me the immediate advantage, and then I get up and focus on the 4 things that are important to me. Relationships, health, money, and knowledge. Can I get a come out?
Yes, you do. I love it. Love your vibration and your frequency. Thanks a lot, Brad. Take care.
Hey, what's going on, Brad? How you doing? You looking sharp, man. Shoot.
Yeah, you big dog. You slid through the cracks, bro. I didn't pick you, so you better be a good one.
Brad Lee, how do you deal with imposter syndrome when trying to build a personal brand?
You deal with imposter syndrome by doing the work and building the confidence so it goes away. Because, dude, the reason why people have imposter syndrome is because they're thinking, well, dude, I shouldn't be up here talking to you. Like me, dude, I could have imposter syndrome with this show. Who am I to give advice? Well, who am I to give advice? Dude, I'm a dude that knows 1 million people, been through 1 million things, put together millions of dollars of revenue and businesses, built businesses, lost businesses. Like, dude, I know shit. So my advice is worth massive amounts of money. I believe that, you see? So that's why I don't have imposter syndrome. See what I'm saying? So when you say, how do you deal with imposter syndrome? Bro, you build your self-worth, you build your confidence, and you know how you do that? You do the fucking work. Okay, don't be an imposter.
So I own a marine construction business, started back in 2021 from 0 to 12 million this last year. And so I want to start to build a personal brand to increase my business. And so I feel like I've done something. That I know what I still have the things to learn. And I guess that's where I fail with that imposter syndrome is I feel like my business still has flaws, but.
All right. Number one, I knew where you were going before you even finished. So we could have saved that 3 more minutes, but brother, pay attention to what I'm going to tell you. Okay. If you've already built a company that's doing 12 million in top line revenue, what's your margin out of curiosity?
Just at 19%.
Okay, so what you're trying to tell me is you're netting a couple $1 million a year. How old are you?
32.
Okay, you think everybody's done that? No, you're aware that you've achieved a little something, right? But how do you go talk to people? How do you go talk to people and not look like a fool because you don't really know that much, and you're starting to realize you don't really know that much. But guess what you do know? You know how to get to 12 million, don't you?
Yep.
So go help people that haven't got to 12 million. And then you feel like a champ talking to them. Why? Because they need to shut the fuck up if they ain't done it. You are the fucking expert if they ain't done it. You follow me?
Yep.
That's how you do it. You have imposter syndrome because you realize, dude, you ain't shit compared to a lot of people out there in levels of success. So you question like, well, who am I? Well, dude, you're you, bro. You're not Elon Musk. You're not Bill Gates. You're not freaking all these other people. You're you. What do you know? And what have you done? And what do you know that you would argue? Like if I argued about how you made your $12 million and you really made it, would you argue with me? Of course you would. Would you argue with Elon Musk? You better. Why? Because, dude, it's your experience. You did it. You know what the fuck you did. And there's no one that's going to convince you did something else, right?
Right.
That kind of certainty will eliminate imposter syndrome. You need to become certain, brother. You need to become confident. You need to know that you are correct. And how do you do that? Dude, you already built a $12 million company. That's evident, that's real, that's provable, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now reach out and say, hey, listen, I don't know how to build a $100 million company, and I ain't claiming to. But if you're not at 8 figures and you want to see how to get your company to 6, 7 figures, I'm your guy. And dude, you won't have imposter syndrome when you're talking to that group of people.
Cool. Hey, thanks for taking my call. Hey, so I'm post-divorce, business owner. Took me back to the rock bottom here. How do we get back up?
I'm just being curt so we can be quick. I don't mean to be rude.
Yeah.
Dude, the reason you're divorced, I guarantee you, is your fault. Now, why do I say it's your fault? If I was talking to her, I'd tell her it's her fault. Well, how can it be both your fault? Because it's your fault and it's her fault. It's our fault. It's you're responsible, bro. Don't blame her. Don't blame the kids. Don't blame the circumstances. Blame you. If you take accountability and look at it that way, that's the first start of like kind of getting through that healing journey. Dude, whatever you did, whatever you said, you could have done better. You could have said differently. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Instead of arguing, you should have. You could have compromised. You could have let her win. Yes or no? So you did what you did. I know, but listen, because it's important. You did what you did, right? And what happened, happened. Now you're going to pay the price. Why? You don't get to see your kids as much. You know, oh, she's keeping them from me. No, you lost them. You did and said whatever you did and said, which caused you to be in this position. So guess what you need to do? You need to change the circumstances, change the vibration, get rid of the drama, get rid of the guilt, get rid of the nonsense, get out there and fucking focus on positive shit. You know, she's never gonna let me see my kids again though, Brad. That's negative shit, bro. How do you know that that's the truth? You don't know that shit. Go be a man and show her you're a man. She might come running back to you, begging you to get back because all of a sudden you changed, bro. You stopped talking about it and you started to be about it. You see what I'm saying? And again, I don't know the circumstances. If I'm hitting a nerve, and man, how does he know? I'm not claiming that that's what happened. I'm saying use that as the analogy because, guys, a lot of times, you know, when we get in these divorces and these situations, whether it's losing money or we lost our job or we lost our girl cheated or whatever the freaking dramatic thing is, we attract what we vibrate, bro. Your vibration is attracting more of of what you are. So you got to get out of that. You got to change your mindset. You got to become positive and optimistic and hopeful and stop with the negative bullshit. Stop with the blame. Stop with the fear. Stop with the doubt and realize, dude, it's all between your head. It's not her fault. It's your fault. And that means it's also your ability to change it. She can't change it. You can change it. So how do you change it, bro? That's the question. Here's how you change it. You take my word for it and realize, Daniel, you can fucking rebuild. It's not that hard. It wasn't hard the first time. Okay? This time, don't make the same stupid fucking mistakes.
Yeah. Which I started making in this relationship I got into after.
Yeah, because you haven't went and figured out who you are and what you believe and fixed yourself, bro. You need to fix yourself and quit worrying about getting in relationships. Go get in a relationship with yourself until you fucking love yourself. And once you love yourself, number one, you won't even care about a relationship, but there'll be millions of them falling all over you. Number two, go focus on your finances, right? Okay? People can talk about six-pack, okay, but I can tell you, like I think Elon Musk said it, a chick is going to pick 6 cars over a 6-pack any day. So go get rich as fuck, dude. That makes you feel better about yourself. And it coincidentally also, you know, makes past relationships, you know, eat their heart out a little bit. And I don't know if that's a goal of yours, but sometimes I know that, you know, my success is going to go and burn people's asses. And that, I like that. It motivates the shit out of me. Like I want everybody that said I couldn't to eat shit every day when they see that I'm doing it. And again, it's not a negative, it's not a bad attitude. It's like vindication. Why? I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. So you got to start believing in yourself a little bit, Daniel. Get out of that muck, bro. If you want to go repair your relationship, go repair your relationship. You want time with your kids, petition the court, dude. That's who you talk to, not her. If she's not letting you see them, dude, stop talking to her. Go to the court. Go to the court. If they don't let you, boo-hoo. Okay, cry in your coffee, you put yourself there and change your circumstances. Go build an empire. I promise you, dude, you'll get your kids back when you've earned them back. But dude, you got to do the work. You got to change, bro. You can't keep doing the same shit that got you in this situation. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I do.
Sweet.
It's been too long. I'm ready.
All right. Hopefully that's true, bro. Good luck to you, Chief.
Appreciate you, Brad. Appreciate the show.
Peace. Oh, Demetrius says, give me 4 legal things to sell that I can go out and buy right now and sell it tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 1, I can give you 100 things, but you only asked for 4 that are legal.
Yeah, that's
all I need. Okay, but watch. Pay attention. Now, you're not going to be happy with this answer, but it's going to be an answer. You ready? 4 legal things to sell now. I can go out and buy right now and sell it tomorrow. Okay. Number 1, and not in this order, but just number 1, real estate.
Okay.
Number 2, cars.
Already doing that.
Number 3, businesses.
Okay.
Okay. Number 4, services. Number 5, and again, I can just keep going because, dude, there's so many legal things to sell. Are you unaware of legal things you can sell?
I guess so, man. Because I ain't got nothing legal that I can sell and get rich yet.
That's not true, brother. That is not true. Okay, there is a million things, but you're not recognizing them. Okay, you know you can get rich selling solar.
Yes.
You know you can get rich selling advertising.
I didn't know that.
Shit, dude. There's trillionaires rich as shit from advertising. You know you can sell attention. You know you can sell education. You know you can sell services, meaning like, hey, you don't want to go beat that dude's ass? I'll go beat his ass for you. That's a service. You can sell that. Now, when you said legal, well, that removes a thug, doesn't it? But at the end of the day, dude, seriously, there's a lot of legal shit to sell. You just got to, pick one that has a decent track record, meaning I know 20-year-old kids that don't know shit and they're out knocking on doors 8 hours a day, making $30,000 to $50,000 a month. How do I know? Because they do it. They do it for me. Okay. I know people that are making $30,000 to $50,000 a month selling insurance, bro. Mortgage protection, life insurance.
All right, look, this is the thing about insurance right here. So I'm a convicted felon. I heard, I got my record expunged.
Okay, then you're not a convicted felon.
You can't.
Hey, did you hear what you just said? You got your record expunged.
I can't go out and get a gun, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then your record, hey.
I can't get my Second Amendment rights.
Listen, you go call a lawyer about that. At the end of the day, if your record's expunged, then you can go get an insurance license. Matter of fact, go to bradley.com/let's go, fill out the little interactive form, dude, and I'll pay for your training. At the end of the day, you can sell insurance.
I got a meeting with you guys tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Beautiful. But you can sell insurance. You can sell software. You can sell phone systems. You can sell cars. You can sell RVs. You can sell real estate. You can sell diamonds. You can sell advice. You can sell consulting. You could sell frickin' experiences. You could sell the D. But again, we're going legal, so keep the D out of it. There's all kinds of shit you can sell, bro. And the main thing I want you to understand, dude, is listen, illegal shouldn't even be an option for you or anybody listening. Guys, there is ethical and legal ways to get rich. If you don't think there is, then you are dead ass wrong and you just don't know. And if you knew better, you'd do better. So it's a great question, and I want everybody to hear what I'm saying, especially Demetrius, you, because it sounds like, dude, you know all kinds of illegal shit to sell, and that's what you've been doing.
Yes, sir.
And guess what? So have I. And anybody that tries to tell you they ain't, dude, they're full of shit. Like, I think everybody's a felon, just some of them ain't got caught. At the end of the day, don't let that Yeah, don't let that shit hold you back, bro. Dude, if you got the gift of gab, you know how to build relationships, you value those relationships, and you lead with value, follow up, and seriously value the relationship, dude, you can sell anything and make millions of dollars. But you got to value the relationship, because every dollar you'll ever receive comes from a relationship. So if that relationship's built on trust and ethics and integrity, it's going to be a long-lasting relationship. If it's built on lies and it's built on theft and greed and fucking, criminal shit, dude, it's not going to last anyway. I know people that made millions of dollars and everyone was like, damn, dude, what are they doing? This is unbelievable. Next thing you know, they're sitting in prison and they're broke. Well, you really think that momentary money was success? Because that ain't success, Demetrius. Success is sustained.
All right, my question is, as an employee, how do I become more of a leader?
Boom. See how simple that works? You ask a question, I'm going to give you an answer. Okay, step one, Howard, you need to lead yourself. Okay? Nobody wants to follow somebody who's lost and doesn't know what to do. So you need to lead yourself. Now, how would you start leading yourself? Dude, do you think getting there early or getting there late is the best idea?
Early.
Okay, so are you getting there early?
I am.
Okay, do you think freaking working hard and diligently all day long as if it was your business is the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do?
The right thing.
Are you doing that?
Sometimes.
Okay, well, start doing it all the time. Okay, you need to lead. You need to become a better leader by being a better person. You got to be a better leader by being a better example. You follow me, dude?
Yeah.
The answer sucks, bro. There's a trick. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. You do this, you do that, and all of a sudden everybody thinks you're a great leader and everyone will follow you. But dude, they won't follow you along. Why? Because you're full of shit. That's why. You don't do the shit. The best rule of leadership of all time is be the example. Lead with example, brother. You show up early, you go home late, you put into work, you study, you develop, you get hungry, you stay positive. Lead by example, brother. That is how you become a leader of leaders. And by the way, then you inspire other people, not motivate, because motivation is temporary. You inspire other people to do the same. And now you're inspiring people to become leaders, which we need more of. And all of a sudden, you're what I call a true leader, because a real leader makes other leaders. So how do you do it? You start with yourself. Lead yourself, bro. You can't lead yourself. Don't worry about leading other people. Lead your fucking self first. Get up. Be consistent. Don't miss for 1 year. Can you go 1 year without missing, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, can you or have you? What's the difference? Well, have you?
No.
That's the difference. That's the difference. You can, but you haven't. You want to be somebody, you want to be a leader, dude, fucking put up or shut up. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, go do the right shit, which is tough to do, for an entire year. And I guarantee you, dude, you're going to be an example for everybody, and everybody will follow you if they want what you're getting, which should be unbelievable results. Why? Because, dude, you don't miss. You're up every day. You don't give a fuck who's going to the bar and who's jerking off and all that bullshit. Dude, you're focused, and you're treating the business like it's your own. You literally want to treat the business that you're working for like it's your own. Okay? And literally get in there early, leave late, act like it's yours, give a shit, do the right thing, continuously do it for 1 straight year. Do not miss. And dude, your problem will be solved. And that is how you do it. Now, you may not like that answer, but it's my answer and I'm sticking with it. Can I say something to you?
Sure.
You said I had a business before and it failed. That's your first problem. Tell the truth. Stop lying to yourself. Okay? You had a business and you failed. Correct?
Yes. That's right.
Okay, dude, so what? We all fail. You're going to fail again, believe it or not. You failed and you learned and you kept going, didn't you? And guess what? Anyone out there, use this as a lesson. Howard failed before, and now he's freaking not. Guess what, guys? Failure is a part of success. If you are fearing an ingredient that is in success, you'll never get it. Why? Because you're fearing the ingredients. You cannot fear success, bro. You got to fear staying the same.
I'm an 18-year-old. I just moved to Miami, and I'm a commercial real estate broker. And my question is, I'm having the biggest issue with cold calling. I've cold called before, and it's gone well, but for commercial real estate, nobody wants to sell their property.
Hey, you hear what you just said? You hear what you just said? You're speaking this shit into existence. Did you hear what you just said, what came out of your mouth? Nobody wants. Is that true?
No, it's not true.
Then why are you saying it? You lying to yourself?
Just from experience that I've had on the phone, but you're
No,
right.
you're lying to yourself, bro. You got your mindset needs to shift. You need to quit thinking nobody wants it. What do I do? Well, let me ask Brad what he'd do because nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Dude, quit speaking that shit into existence. There's a lot of people wanting commercial real estate, dude. You just haven't met them. So your question should be, where do I meet people that might be interested? That would be a better question. Why? Well, because, dude, people are buying commercial real estate. You know how many transactions are going through every single day that you're not a part of?
100%.
Okay, well then you can't say that, bro. Change your mindset. There is transactions. You need to figure out where they are and how to get to them and quit thinking that they're not there and quit saying into the universe that nobody wants your shit. Okay, it's going to junk out your mind and it's going to cause you to continue to spiral down an ugly path of fucking depression and blame and fear and doubt and worry and anxiety. And I don't know how to get out of that. Why? Because I've never been there. I stopped the shit. I stopped saying stupid shit like there's nobody out there that wants my shit. It's tough out there in the world and nobody wants commercial real estate right now. So my question is, how do I get people to want something? You know, number one, mindset, bro. Get a little bit more positive. Change your vibration. You're attracting what you vibrate. Stop that shit, number one. Number two, start understanding that, dude, people want deals. So you better be hunting deals. You want me to prove you right, bro? I'm a fucking buyer. I got a whole network of people that are buyers of commercial property. Okay? Send me your deals. Send me your fucking deals, bro. Do you have any?
Yeah, the issue I have.
Do you have any deals, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, send them to me. Brad at Lightspeed VTU. Send me your fucking commercial deals, bro. I'm a buyer. Now what?
Okay.
Okay, now again, I'm gonna look at your deals, and dude, I hope I buy one. This will be fucking epic content if I actually bought one and proved you wrong. But I might not buy one, and you might be like, "See, that's what I'm saying." No, dude, what you're saying is you don't have the right deals, brother. You got to go out and you got to go out and fucking drum up some deals. You know the money is in finding the deal, not finding the money. The money is everywhere, brother. Find the deals. Find the deals. And then you'll be like, fuck, I don't even want to sell this deal. It's so good. Dude, you'll be fucking closing deals left and right. Trust me. Get your head out of the shit. Hey, Vincent, get your head out of the shitter, big dog. You're better than that.
Understood.
Come on. Your question is you want to invest in multifamily real estate. So you're wondering who should you invest with, Grant Cardone or Patrick Carroll? Is that right? Yeah. But again, this here's a question I need more data on. Now, why do I need more data? Number one, I know Grant Cardone very well, okay? And Grant Cardone is a good guy to place your money with. He's never screwed anybody. Against what everybody might say, Grant Cardone is not a fraud. He is legit as it gets. And yes, you might think he just wants my money. Again, true. He wants to help you make money, and he wants your money to make more money for himself. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called transactional. It's called trying to help you. All the haters in the world that say Grant's, this and that and full of shit and all this they're full of shit. Grant Cardone hasn't ever screwed anybody. You got that?
Yeah.
Okay, now Patrick Carroll, on the other hand, I don't know very well, but I do know him. I had him on my podcast. I can communicate with him, and I've seen his track record. Okay? Patrick Carroll has a legitimate track record. You understand that? That dude knows what he's doing. Okay, now I am not aware that he's accepting funds to invest in multifamily. I don't think he's looking for your investment So if out of the two, who should you invest with? I would say Grant Cardone. Why? Well, because Grant is looking for your investment. He's got all the systems and procedures and teams out there doing this for a living and helping you invest your money so you don't have to. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, I don't believe Patrick Carroll is offering this. He don't have a hedge fund. He don't have an investment group. I don't believe. So my answer would be Grant Cardone based on that alone. But if you're trying to get me to pick who's smarter, who's better, Grant or Patrick, dude, I don't know. All I can see is, what I see, and both of them, dude, have made a ridiculous amount of money in the real estate game. Both of them clearly know what the fuck they're doing, and I wouldn't say one or the other. I would say look at the numbers and make the best decision. If Grant wants to give you a 6%, and Patrick Carroll is a little bit more interested in getting your business, and he's offering you 12, well then I'd go with Patrick. Why? Well, because again, look at his track record. He knows what he's doing. Now, again, social media, people will tell you Grant's this and Grant's that, and Patrick's off his rocker, and he's doing this, and he's shooting guns in Miami, and dude, he made a killing. He's enjoying himself, and yeah, he might be going a little bit, what do you call it, eccentric for some people. But guess what? That motherfucker did what he did. You can look that shit up. Yes or no?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so guess what?
I know he's a.
Okay, so there you go, bro. So when you want me to say, hey, who's better, Grant or Patrick? Dude, I don't know. I mean, I know Grant, and I know you can safely invest your money with him, and dude, it's just as good as anybody else. Patrick Carroll, I don't believe is accepting people's money, but I know he knows real estate. So I would say, at the end of the day, bro, look at the deals and pick which one's better, but I would do both. If Patrick wanted me to invest with him and he was going to go do what he's already done a million times, I'm betting on Patrick to win again. Grant Cardone, I have money with Grant. Again, I mean, Grant Cardone will, invest your money and do it for you. But my best advice, Ryan, is not to invest money unless in other words, I would probably say, why don't you just do it yourself? Now, again, you don't want to, you don't have time, you have a business. That's why Grant is doing what he's doing. He knows a lot of people are never going to do this to themselves. They're going to keep their money in their bank account, and it's better off with him because at least he's going out there and you're getting equity and you're getting tax advantages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And in reality, dude, that technically is the truth. Why do I say technically? Well, because you could go out and get your own damn building and make more than Grant will pay you because he's going to get some. So the question is what do you want to do, bro? Because that's really what you want to find out. You want to invest with Grant or Pat and you want my advice? Both. That's my advice. But I don't think one of them's offering, so it's going to be Grant. Then number two, I'd say, why don't you just go do this shit yourself, bro? Like, why do you need to invest it with them? Aren't you out there doing it? I would invest with them to find out how they're doing it so you can become deeper into it to where eventually, bro, you're out there doing it yourself. That'd be my true advice.
Absolutely.
That'd be my true advice. When you see people out there, a lot of times it's like, oh, there's all these scammers and all these bullshit people that are just trying to get your money and they're full of shit and don't give them your money. Dude, a lot of times those are haters that are saying that. And there's a lot of people on social media that you can see, like Grant, for example, that really can invest money for you better than you could probably do it yourself. And he's not a scam and he's not illegitimate. He's a totally legitimate dude. Now, there also are people out there that like are charging you to show you something that they aren't really that good at. Well, Grant ain't one of them, just FYI. Yeah, my phone died. So anyway, we're getting this down. You can find this on YouTube, my Bradley YouTube channel, which is called bradley.tv. It's on LinkedIn, it's on YouTube, it's on freaking Facebook, it's on Instagram. We're only live on the rest of these. They're not going to be there. I know, but you want to watch the episode, where do they go?
Bradley TV.
Bradley.tv. Folks, I love your questions. I love the fact that you guys stay on the line and wait to be answered. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't get to everybody, but I'm doing this every single week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hope the advice works. Hopefully me helping other people might have helped you. Till next time, keep it real.